Welcome to the Bo Benson Show. If you like conspiracy theories, you like what's going on in the government, you like to learn about secret societies, you like to learn about Jehovah Witnesses, this is the perfect channel for you. Please subscribe and make a comment. Welcome to the Bo Benson Show. Alright, so we have an unbelievable turnaround of events that I didn't even expect to happen. And Abel had reached out to me and let me know, and I want to let you guys know what is going on. So, for those of you who have been watching the videos and have been following along, you know that we know at this point that the parents of Abel have admitted to the child abuse and sexual abuse of the siblings and himself. Not only did they admit to these crimes, Watchtower punished them for these crimes. So keep that in mind when you hear this, what is going on. It is absolutely mind-blowing. So what has happened is, right at this point now, the judge has decided that Watchtower is not responsible for what the parents had done. So they don't have any legal response for Watchtower. So Watchtower was dismissed. And what that means is that it's not saying that Watchtower did not do anything wrong. What it's saying is Watchtower is not legally responsible because of the statutes of limitations. What they did is still illegal by today's standards, but because it was in the past, and in the past there was a statute of limitations during California's law, why this is going on, which is going to make it so Watchtower is not responsible. So remember, so now Watchtower has been dismissed. Watchtower is not responsible. Watchtower doesn't have anything to do with this case anymore. It's just between the victim and the parents. Now, get this. This is crazy. Watchtower, remember, Watchtower is representing themselves, and then the parents are representing themselves. So the parents are in the courtroom representing themselves as their own defense. Watchtower is representing their own interests, right? Now that Watchtower has been dismissed, guess what happened? Watchtower is now representing the child molesters. I shit you not. They took them on. Now, you're thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute. It gets even better. Not only are the child molesters being represented by Watchtower, right? It gets even better than that. It's illegal. It's a conflict of interest. Watchtower has been dismissed. Watchtower isn't, by California law, able to represent the parents. It is a conflict of interest. Yeah, and the judge is allowing it. The judge is allowing Watchtower to represent the child abusers illegally. Is that not crazy? So, makes you go, what is going on? Why are they doing this? So this is unusual circumstances, and this is what's really, really important about things like this. When you see cases that are normal, normally going through the court systems, everything is being done normally, but when you have cases like Abel's in California, where they're throwing out evidence, they're not allowing and following the laws and statutes they're supposed to, and they're just doing whatever they feel like in order to protect somebody, a red flag goes off. And now they're letting Watchtower break the confidentiality agreements that are in place than the laws. So that means that the judge not only is dismissing Watchtower and is giving unfair treatment to Abel, that they are actually breaking the law and allowing the law to be broken in favor of Watchtower and the pedophiles. How absolutely disgusting is that? And then think about, You want proof that Watchtower is dirty and that Watchtower is involved in criminal activity. What more evidence could you ask for than a judge allowing illegal activity to take place in order to protect pedophiles? So the question is these pedophiles, what connection do they have to Watchtower? What are they doing, or what have they done that would go as far as to allow for this? So let's just backtrack for just a moment for those of you who have not seen this and this is your first introduction to this. The parents have admitted to the abuse. Not only has the son and the daughters admitted in court saying, yes, they did these things to me, Watchtower has openly admitted to it. They have letters in evidence stating, what you guys will see later on here, of the parents admitting to the abuse, and then saying that the police said it was okay to abuse the children the way they were. Now, I know and you know the police never told them to do that. So not only is that a lie, they have a written statement that they were lying about the abuse they were doing. I guarantee you that the local police did not tell the parents that they could molest their children. That's insanity. Now, this is how dirty and how crazy this is and how bizarre this case is. The reason why I wanted to showcase this case, and I want as many people as I can to see this, is you want to see a case where we know that dirtiness is going on, that there is something dirty in the courtroom. This is the case. Because you have the evidence, you have the victims, you have everything the court needs to get a conviction on these criminals. And the court is spinning loops in order to try and find ways to help the sex offenders. How bizarre is this? So remember, Watchtower isn't legally able to be representing these people. The judge is allowing them to do this. Now, obviously, they're going to appeal this and point this out and then see what happens. But with the way things have been going on, I don't see this happening anywhere. I honestly think that they're going to dismiss this case, right? Because Watchtower is terrified of the evidence that is here being brought to a criminal trial. Now, at this point, it's not being brought to a criminal trial. Now, this is a civil trial, so things do work different. But can you imagine what would happen with this much evidence in a criminal trial? I think Watchtower is trying to get this locked up in the courtrooms, and they've paid off this judge in order to hide this shit because they know that this one right here is a big one. This one is a nasty one for them. This is one they're not going to be able to hide from. We, as whistleblowers, need to get as many people, as many YouTubers to pay attention to this case, review it, and talk about it. Because we have been waiting for a case like this where we can see what Watchtower is doing and you can see the government connection to protect the sex offenders in the organization. Now, we know that they do this and they've been hiding around the court and hiding around their religious organization. We're talking about absolute, complete, and utter proof that they're allowing illegal activity in the courtroom to protect them. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we need to spread out. This is what we need to do. Yeah, this is so shocking and completely unbelievable. I mean, the fact that the court is illegally letting the rapist be represented by Watchtower when Watchtower's lawyer representing them is a conflict of interest. I don't know why I keep on saying that word wrong. It's early in the morning, guys. But yeah, this is I was just absolutely, this is unbelievable. There's levels of low, right, that exist in society. And this goes to show you, because think about this. If you're a witness, remember, Watchtower is Jehovah's voice piece and is controlled by the governing body who Jehovah says to do these things. What they have done is they have made a big mistake. They, in my opinion, have screwed up big time because they're saying that Jehovah is telling the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses that they need to represent sex offenders in their community and defend them. So they're saying that Jehovah is telling them to do this. They have really effed up because the local Jehovah Witness won't agree with this. The standard Jehovah Witnesses are going to see this the rank and file and be like, why is our donations going to pay for a lawyer for people who sexually abuse their own children and then hid it with the help of dirty elders? That's what they're going to be thinking. And they're going to be like, well, wait a minute. They're guilty. Why are we representing them? And why are we trying to get them off? So no matter how or what happens in the courtroom with this, it's going to be a win for us because we can show the connection and dirty behavior. We can show the proof of Watchtower hiding CSA, and then we can also show that Watchtower is using your funds that you are giving in order to continue and hide CSA. So they are funding sex offenders who rape their children. They're funding them. This is proof. This is 100% proof. No matter what happens with this case, we have proof that they are representing, financing sex offenders. We got them. Now we need everyone to know about it. Every single Jehovah Witness, every member of Jehovah's Witnesses should know this. Every ex-member of Jehovah Witnesses should know this. And every whistleblower should know this case. This name should be everywhere. Everyone should recognize this.
So you can pause it or you can write it down. This is the case. This is where it's at. This is the case number. Get the word out, team. I need your help.